Morning children, how are you all? I hope everyone is fine there. So a few days back I explained about Oliver asked for more. Only half of the lesson we completed, still half of the lesson is there. Okay children, shall we continue now? Just look at the book, page number 18. Yes, see that. Have you remembered all things, the story about the Oliver? Yes? Yeah. Now where he was now is at a children's home. Who is looking after the Mr. Mumble? He is in charge of the church and he was looking after the children where he was. So just he was not there in our house 45 minutes. So he was taken to live boat where they were sitting. How many people were sitting? 8 to 10 members were sitting there, and they were discussing some matter, and he was taken to that place, and they asked such questions to him, and he cried aloud, and again Biddle gave a tap in his back, and then he was again he was taken to the children's home. Then he slept on there, and he was aware of anything else. Then we shall continue then. Okay. Poor Oliver, as he lay sleeping, unconscious for everything around him. Yesterday I told you, poor Oliver, as he lay sleeping, he was unconscious, not aware of anything else, what is happening around him. The board has taken a decision. What decision they have taken? That would change the course of his life. Course of his life means that he should be educated and he should be do trading. Trading means business. Up to that we had it. Yes. The members of the board were very wise and philosophical men. Yes. The board. How many people are there? 8 to 10 people were there, and the board member were very wise persons and philosophical. Philosophical means clever persons. What mean by philosophical? Clever persons, clever. They are very clever or well-known persons. Clever persons or well-known persons. As they turn their attention, they will see these members of the board, their attention to the workhouse. Workhouse where the children work. Where the children work, their attention was in the workhouse. They discovered that it was the regular place of public entertainment. What these people discovered that it was the regular place for public entertainment for the poorer classes. Poorer class means they used to go there, they used to entertain themselves. They entertain the children. They used to enjoy by seeing those children, by punishing or whatever maybe, scolding, whatever maybe, they enjoy themselves by seeing those people. It was entertainment, and they were enjoying nicely. Who were enjoying that? The board members. It was the place where they had breakfast. It was the place where they have breakfast. Who had the breakfast? Board members. Not in breakfast, dinner, tea and supper all the year round and free. They are getting freely everything from morning to till evening in bed. Whatever they go to bed, everything they get from them. Everything is free. Dinner, supper, breakfast, lunch, even tea. Each and everything was free in that place. Yes, they were enjoying nicely. Who were enjoying? The board members. Where it was all play and no work. These people know all play, but they have no work at all. This was really shocking state of affairs. Yes, really shocking state of affairs. Affair means here, really it is such a shocking manner. Yes. They were of the opinion that poor should be given only two alternatives. Whose opinion it is? The board members' opinion. What is the opinion? The poor means here the children. The poor children should be given only alternatives, two alternatives here, either to start quickly outside the house or gradually inside the house. Either to start means here having no food. Start means here having no food. Having no food. Yes. What was their two alternatives? One should they have to either to start quickly outside the workhouse. Outside the house means where they stay. There they don't want to give the food for them. Then opinion that poor should given only two alternates, either to start quickly outside the works or gradually inside the house. Gradually inside the house. Inside the house means where they stay. Workhouse as well as a house. They didn't want to give the food. Either or means choice. Either means a choice. Choice means there or the choice will be. They didn't want to give the food for them. Workhouse as well as any or where they stay. They didn't want to give the food to these poor children. Yes. With this view, they decided that the inmates of the workhouse would be issued 3 meals of the gruel a day, with an onion twice a week. With this view, decided that the inmates means the people who are in prison or the people who are in a room, the people who are in a room of the workhouse would be issued 3 meals. 3 meals for morning, afternoon, evening. 3 meals of the gruel a day. Gruel means here, what do you mean? It is made of oat or rice. A thin liquid which is made of oats as well as rice. That they want to give in a day. They want to give only thin. Thin means that is not much, not adding much, only little they want to add it, and they want to give 3 meals for a day. They want to give it with an onion. Along with that, with an onion twice a week. Onion twice a week they want to give it. That's all, nothing else. And what they want, what their opinion? Actually, they didn't want to give the food for them, and they want to get entertained from those poorer children. That they want it. Yes. For the first 6 months after Oliver Twist had moved in. Yes, for the first 6 months after Oliver Twist was moved in. Moved in, so these 6 months they worked it. They did not give the food, only little thin gruel they have given, and it worked for 3 months. The system was in full operation. The system of full operation means what they decided, what they wanted to give it, it was successfully they did it. As a result, whatever they did it, whatever the bird decided to do that, what result they got it here. During this period, during this 6 months, the number of workhouse inmates, the people who are working the workhouse, inmates means the people who kept in the prison, that place, prison inmates got smaller, and the inmates themselves shrank in size and became thinner. See here, the people who are working at a workhouse, inmates, the people who are there inmates got very smaller, became very thin. Not only that, inmates themselves, inmates who are in the room, they became very thin. Themselves shrank. Shrink, shrank, shrank. Shrink, shrank, shrank. V1, V2, V3. So shrank means they become very thin. Shrink means what do you mean to shrink here? Became very thin. Shrink in size and became thinner. They became very thinner. Why? Because the bird, they did not give the food for them. Only for a day they gave a thin gruel to them. So that they became very thin. Even the workhouse in the who are there in the workhouse, as well as who are there in the inmates, these people became smaller size and became very thin and thin. Why? Because they did not provide the food for them. Only once in a day they used to give a gruel. The room in which the boys were fed, was a large stone hall. See here, the room in which the boys were given the food, that room was very large stone, means the castle, means the building which was built with the stones, with a big copper bowl. There is with a big copper bowl. Copper bowl means where the food is served. Na? Copper bowl. This is the bowl. You can take it. Where the food is there. A copper bowl. One end out of which the master. Yes, this one there. On end. Out of which the master. Master means he is the master considered. He is standing there. Then dressed in an apron. Apron means a dress. He is separate now. For cooking people separately they have the dress, their own dress, and it shows that he is a cook or he is a master. So particularly it shows that. So you wore an apron. Apron means a cloth. Apron means here. Apron means cloth. Apron means a cloth. Yes. For the purpose only you wore the dress, and assisted by one or two women. So by side by side, two women were assisted, means stood by side by side. Ladder the gruel at meal time. Ladder means the gruel was served to those people. The food was served to those children. Ladle means a spoon, large spoon. Ladle means here. Ladle means a spoon, big one, large spoon. No? They used to serve the food for the children. That is the spoon, and food was served to everyone. Of this feast composition, each boy had one basinful and no more, except on occasion of great public rejoicing, when he had 2 onions and a quarter of bread besides. Here, of this feast, especially feast time. Each boy had a basinful. Basinful means just whatever they have a plate, it will be served to those people. Basinful is nothing. It is given little food for them only, and no more. Only once will be the food will be served. No more giving once again, except on occasions of great public rejoice. Means where there is a feast or what of the public rejoice is there. During that time only they give the food for the children. When he had 2 onions means that is 28.35 grams. 28.35 grams only will be served to those children. When he had 2 onions and a quarter of a bread beside. A quarter of bread beside means maybe little bread will be served under the plate. That's all. And only on occasions when they get some food, otherwise they may not get the food. Only little food they can be served. Basic food is nothing but in the plate they serve it. That's all. The basins never wanted washing. Why? The basin which was there considered never wanted washing. Why? Because the boys polished them with their spoons. The boys polish them with their spoons. So they take it, because the food will be served only little. So the food is not sufficient for them. So what they polish like that, means they would take it everything like this, polish like. Okay, polish them with their spoons till they shone again. Till they shone means shine, shone, shine, shone. V1, V2, V3. Until that plate shine, they take it fully completely. They polish like anything else, because that much hungry. They were not hungry. When they were hungry, automatically we get angry also. Is it am I correct or wrong? If we do not leave 12:35 or 45, and we leave it at 2 o'clock, 2:30, and we will be very hungry as as well as will get hungry and as well as angry also. Isn't it? Am I correct or wrong? Yes, these people also get very hungry because the food will be served only little to them. So the food is not sufficient for those people. So they shine like they polish them with their spoons till they shone again. When they had performed this operation, when they have done taken the spoon completely, what they used to do? They would sit staring at the copper bowl. After doing that operation, they all would sit together and staring at the copper bowl. And staring means looking at the copper bowl. Staring means looking at the copper bowl. Why? Because still they wanted a food. Copper bowl. With such eager eyes. Means still they were looking like that. With eager eyes means they wanted. They wanted a food for them. Yes. As if they could have devoured the big bowl itself and everything in it. And they imagine if they could, if they could means they imagine that they have devoured means hungrily or quickly a big bowl itself. They think that the food was there in that and eaten everything in that. The food was there, everything in that, and they had eaten very quickly. They think it like that. They staring at the copper bowl. Even though they didn't get it, but they look at the copper bowl. Why? Because still they wanted the food. Yes, because they are very hungry. At the same time, they suck their fingers most carefully to catch any stray flashes of gruel that might have struck their own ear. At the same time, what they do? They suck their fingers. Suck means like that, na? They suck it each and every finger most carefully. If there are any stray flashes was there or not, they suck it completely. Even they may not find any stray in that flashes on that finger. They like that. They suck it up the groil that might have stuck their own. And so they suck it very proper manner. Each and everything they suck it. Why? Because they were very hungry. Boys have generally excellent appetite. Boys generally excellent appetite means they decide to eat more food. Yes, even I also, when I was young, when I was a child, maybe it is 15 to 20 years. When I was 15 to 20 years, I used to eat much food, this much food. When I go to my sister's house, what my sister used to do, she used to serve this much food on the plate. And I used to ask my sister, why you are serving this much? And she used to say that, I know your capacity, you eat it. She used to say. So that is the young age we ate it. But here also the people who are the children who are suffering for food, having no food for them, starving themselves, and the bird not decided to give food for those people because of the reason they used to suffer. Yes. Oliver Twist and his companions suffered the torture. What the torture here? Torture means not giving the food for those people. That is the torture. They suffered like torture means punishment. What kind of punishment here? They did not give the food for them. Slowly they decreased the food for these people. This was torture. Slow starvation. Starvation is having no food, not giving the food for those people. For 3 months they did not give the food. Only little food was served to those people. At last they got so voracious. They means the children, they got so voracious, wanting great quantity of food. They wanted great quantities of food they wanted. So what they do? Voracious and wild with hunger. Hunger means what can say in Hindi buka and Telugu akali. So they were very hungry, wild with hunger, because since many days they did not have proper food, and they wanted food, much food they needed. Voracity means wanting great quantity of food, and they wanted to eat it, so that they were very hungry. That one boy among this group, among them in that group, who was tall, the boy, that one group boy was there, who was tall for his age. For his means that age group. He was very tall, and had it been used that sort of thing. Here it did not have, before did not have that kind of sort of thing. Means before it did not have this kind of situation. Means what kind of situation, that he used to eat nice food. Why? Because his father had kept a small cook shop. He used to eat much food from a shop. But now he was starving like anything else. He did not have the food. Now this boy hinted darkly to his companions. Hinted means strongly told to those people. What he told his companions means here his friends. Companions means friends. Companions means friends. Companions his friends. Strongly hinted, darkly hinted means very strongly hinted to, told to those his companion, that unless he had another basin of gruel for a day. So unless he had another basin of gruel, means he need much food. If he doesn't get the basin of gruel for a day, another basin. So what he want to do? He was afraid he might some night happen to eat the boy who slept next to him. Means the persons who are sleeping near to him, near to this person, and he wanted to eat those people's PUPIL students, people's basin. He wanted to eat it. He wanted to take it. He wanted to take it, and he wanted to eat it. And he was giving he was sending to those people. He wanted another basin full of food he needed, and he hinted to those people, those companions, who had happened to be a weakly youth of a tender age. Means these people are this group people were very tender age. Means here they are very weak. They cannot fight with this boy, because this boy was very tall and he was very strong. Because of that reason, these people are very weak. They cannot talk anything to this person. And as he hinted, they wanted to do according to this persons. What they did? He had wild, hungry eyes. The boy had a wild means cruel, no? Wild animal, we say it. Where the wild animal lives in forest. He has a wild, hungry eyes. Hungry eyes means making such making others to frighten, like looking like. Yes, and they believed him. Believed means they are afraid of him. Then a council was held. Council means a meeting was held among the boys. They had a meeting. Lots were cast as to who should walk up to the master after supper that evening and ask for more. And it fell to Oliver Twist. What happened? When they had the counseling, when they had meeting among the children, not for the board, among the children, when they had the meeting, they kept, the lots were cast, means chitti, na? They draw the chittis to who should walk up. One who get the name in that chitti, in that name, that person has to go to the master and ask for more. That's one. Who should walk up? Who should go to the master after supper that evening and ask for more? That person should ask for more. And it fell to Oliver Twist. It came to Oliver Twist. Who has to ask that? The Oliver should ask the more food to master. It fell to Oliver Twist. The evening arrived. Now it came, evening arrived. The boys took their places. They sat in their places. The master, who is that? You can see in the picture. The master is the master. Was standing there in his cook's uniform. Separate, you can see that cook's uniform. Station himself. Station means stood there itself. Station means stood. Station means stood. Stood himself at the copper. At the copper means copper bowl. He stood it there. His assistants ranged themselves. Means his assistant means the two women they stood side by side. Range means extent between the specified limits. This side, that side, they stood it with the limits manner. They stood it behind him. They stood behind him. The gruel was served out. The gruel which was there in the bowl, which was served to each and every boy. The gruel disappeared. The gruel disappeared means here completely over. It was served to the people, students, and then children, and everything was completed. The boys whispered to each other. The boys were whispering each other. Whispering means what? Saying slowly to each and everyone. So whispering each other. And winked at Oliver. Winked means just giving a signal. Either go there and ask. They are giving the signal to Oliver. While his next neighbors nursed him. Next neighbor means the person who was there next to him just nursed. Nursed means here pushed. Nurse means pushed. Nurse means pushed him. Child he was desperate. He was desperate means feeling or showing hopeless sense or somewhat impossible to deal with the person. Somewhat he was desperate, but even though he was with the hunger, not angry, hunger. Hunger means as well as comes angry also. And reckless with misery. Reckless with misery means a state of feeling or a great physical mental distress. He was somewhat he was distressed. Why he was distressed? Because he wanted more food, not having food. For this he was somewhat distressed. He rose from the table. Just he sat from the table. He rose from the table. Rose means got out from the table and advancing to the master. Advance means going to the master. Base and spoon in hand. Whose hand? Base and spoon in hand. The child has base and spoon in his hand. Somewhat alarmed, somewhat courage, at his own courage. Somewhat alarmed in his own courage, he went to master and he was asking, "Please, sir, I want some more." What he asked? "Please, sir, I want some more." What some more here? What do you mean by some more here? You want some more food? He asked it. Who was that? Who was Oliver asked to the master. The master was a fat. How the master was? He was very fat, like me. He was very fat, healthy man. He was healthy man. He turned very pale, but even he was very fat. He was very healthy, but he turned very pale. Pale means he became very nervous. He became very nervous. Who became very nervous? The master became very nervous. Pale means the face has come ash color, but here meaning is became very nervous because he asked the question. He asked something. Who was that? Oliver asked it. He gazed in a stupefied astonishment on the small rebel for some seconds. He gazed. Who gave? The master gazed. Gaze means looked at. Gaze means here looked at. Looked at. Yes, the master looked at in a stupefied, shocked manner at amazed. Astonishment means amazing, surprising manner. On the small rebel. Small rebel. Rebel means against. The small rebel, small fellow was rebelling. Rebel means against the master. For some seconds, he was against some seconds towards the master. And then clung for support to the copper. Immediately clung means just he caught his copper. He caught his support to copper. Who took the support? The master took the support to the copper. The assistants were paralyzed. Paralyzed means motionless. Means they were not moving here. They were standing like this and they were looking at. Paralyzed without moving. Looking at the small rebel, small fellow, small boy. With a wonder they looked it. The boys with fear. The boys who were there, they were with the fear. Everyone was fear. What? Said the master at the length in a faint voice. The master, what? Said the master. The lengthy and a faint voice. Faint means a loud voice. He asked it. Please, sir, replied Oliver. I want some more. Again, please, sir, replied Oliver. I want some more. He asked it. What some more? You want some more food? He said it. The master aimed a blow at Oliver's head with a ladle. So he took the ladle spoon and aimed towards the master aimed a bowl at Oliver. Took the bowl and bet him on his head. Took the ladle and bet him on his head. And shrieked loud for the beadle. And immediately shriek means shouted loud for the beadle. He called the beadle. Beadle means here Mr. Bumble. Mr. Bumble he called it. Who called that? This master called it. The bird was sitting in a solemn meeting. The bird was sitting in a solemn meeting. Solemn means a formal meeting. They said it. When Mr. Mumble rushed into the room, when Mumble rushed into the room in a great excitement. Great excitement means somewhat, no? Because this small rebel against that master. Because of this, he took to the Solomon, to the bird, and addressing. As he went there, he addressing the gentleman in the high chair. He was addressing to the gentleman in the high chair. Who was high chair? Who was one who sitting in the high chair, and one is a fat and has a round face and fat man. No, his name was Mr. Limskin. What is his name? Mr. Limskin, one who sat on a high chair, and the official person. The person name is Limskin, and he was addressing. Who was addressing that? That Mr. Mumble was addressing towards this person. I beg your pardon, sir. Who said this words? Mr. Mumble said, I beg your pardon, sir. Oliver Twist has asked for more. Oliver Twist has asked for more food. Who complained that? Who Mr. Mumble complained to Mr. Limskin. He complained to that person. There was a general start. Immediately when he said that, immediately general start means they were talking each other. It started somewhat. Horror was depicted. Depicted means here represented by. Horror was depicted. Depicted means represented. Represent by. Yes. Horror was depicted. Depicted means horror came to that place. Represented by every countenance. Every countenance, everyone's feeling, everyone's place depicted, and everyone was started to talk each other. For more, said Mr. Limskin. For more, said Mr. Limskin. Compose yourself, Bumble. Compose yourself means once again confirm yourself, Mr. Mumble. And answer me distinctly, clearly. Distinctly means clearly say answer. Once again you confirm yourself and say to me. Who said this? Mr. Limskin asked question to Mr. Bumble. Do you understand that he asked for more after he had eaten the supper allotted by the bird? He was asking a question. Do I understand that he asked for more after he had eaten the supper allotted by the bird? Even he was asking the more food. Who was saying this one? Who was asking the question? The Mr. Limskin was asking to the Mr. Mumble. He did, sir. He did, sir, replied the Mumble. Yes, he asked for a more, sir. Who said these words? Mr. Mumble said to Mr. Limskin. The boy will be hung, said the gentleman in the white waistcoat. The second one, the gentleman one was sitting side. He was said that the boy will be hung. Hung means hang. V1, V2, V3. The boy will be hung. Who said that? one who wear the white waistcoat, the second one, the man said, I know that boy will be hung. I know that the boy will be hung it. Nobody contradicted the prophetic gentleman's opinion. Contradicted means nobody can deny the truth of the by saying anyone else. Nobody can say opposite to this person. The prophetic means accurately predicted. Predicted means that cannot be stopped. Whatever the gentleman said, that cannot be stopped. Contradicted means here. Contradicted means deny the truth of by asserting the opposite. Opposite means nobody can say opposite to. Nobody can deny or opposite to that person. Prophetic means here. Prophetic means accurately. Accurately predicting. Predicting means that cannot be stopped. Okay, now whatever he said, that cannot be stopped. So nobody contradicted that prophetic gentleman's opinion. Whatever the gentleman opinions has it, that cannot be stopped it. An exact discussion took place. Means an excited discussion. They discussed. They were excited. They took the discussion among themselves, among the bird. Valier was ordered into instant confinement. Instant means and the moment he was kept in a confinement prison. Confinement prison or room, kept in a room or prison. Kept in prison or a room. He was at the moment he was kept in a room, and a bill was next morning pasted on the outside of the gate. The next day itself, what happened? The bill was passed. Bill was passed there. What kind of bill that it kept on the bill on that gate? What they kept it on that? What they pasted on that outside the gate? Offering a reward of 5 pounds. Offering means they want to offer a reward of 5 pounds, and anybody who would take Oliver fish of hands of the parish, who wanted to take from hands of the parish, they have to pay for 5 pounds, and they have to take they can take the olive twist. That was the first choice. And second, in other hands, 5 pounds and olive twist were offered. 5 pounds also given, and olive twist also be given to any man or any woman can be given who wanted an apprentice. Apprentice can be trained. This person can be trained to any trade, any business. Can be trained to any business, and he can use it. Trade means business or calling. Anything else you can call it. You can take it. Thus bill was passed, and the bill kept on the gate. Kept the gate. This was a story written by Charles Dickens. Okay, children. Okay. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you all.